What's up, guys? It's Dan Man, bringing you the next installment in my series for AFK Journey, Honor Duel. In this one, we're going over Maulers, how to play and win. So sit back and relax, and let's have some fun. So you'll notice with a lot of my videos that I like to play random because I like to start with that extra 10 honor badge. So in this video, I play random and we pull the Lethal Elixir. Starting with that extra 10 honor badge is great because it gives you that opportunity to buy a 10 honor badge item. So as always, we're gonna buy our 3 random packs. There's 1, there's 2. I do grab that cold dagger, locking that Mauler pack. Not the best start for Maulers, but definitely not the worst. At least we got a couple. So I do throw that cold dagger on Smokey. Gives him a ton of damage early. Standard placements early. We got the 2 tanks in the front line, Ulsas on the back line. So we're playing our 4 Maulers. Now for our 5th hero, we're looking to round out our team. We have 2 tanks. We could benefit from a healer. The only support we have is Rowan. And really, we don't need the energy gain for Smokey. So our best choice here would be to pick a DPS. And since Lily May is kind of by herself, because we have Graveborn that we know we can play next turn, we're going to play the Lily May here. And here we go. Smokey goes in and just cleans house with that cold dagger. Early game, if you grab a cold dagger for Smokey with this artifact, it's just nuts. So now we're going to pick up our faction pack, lock that copy of Smokey, give the shop a turn. We pick up a Makola that we're going to lock. Another turn. Entendra's there. So now you're looking at all your heroes that you have not played before and seeing what team you can make. Here we have 4 Graveborn. So for placements, putting Cal in here so that his circle encompasses the most area. Valka's always going to play behind a tank. Cecia, far back line. This is a safe spot. Playing against Maulers here, so we're not too threatened. They don't have anything that's going to target our back line. And we are going to punch that Rowan in because he can sit right next to Cecia and pump her with energy. Now take note that I'm playing the Smokey artifact, but on turn 2, I'm not using Smokey. We're going for the honor badge advantage. You are at higher risk of losing this round, but that is okay. Your goal is to win 9 trophies. Play a game of chess. Think several steps ahead. So Callan does do a good job protecting everyone. Cecia gets in there with the CC. Bonnie cleaning things up. Easy round. 2 trophies. 3 apples. Now we're gonna upgrade our Entendre. Grab the Makola, grab that Smokey. Now we get to upgrade our Smokey. We'll roll down the shop to see if there's other stuff we can lock or grab. Do grab another Makola here. Now just for the sake of optimizing our maximum honor badge, and because we still have 3 apples, we already have our core team established. Our Smokey is ranked up. This is a good time to push your advantage, where we're gonna sell all of the heroes that we're not going to use and look further into the shop to see if there's things that we can lock or prepare for next turn. So we're gonna sell everything that's not a Mauler, and we already have Entendre ranked up, so we know we're not gonna use that Brutus. Pick up a copy of this Makola, and then we're gonna roll down the shop, see if there's other stuff that we can get set up for next turn. There is another Smokey. We're pushing for him to get Mythic. We're also looking for a Mask of Fury for him, and many other items. So standard placements here. Entendre, our main tank out front on this map. Shakira, I like to play him off to the side, or sometimes to the back here, depending on what artifact we're going against. But Glowing Blossom's pretty safe. We're gonna play him over to the left. We are going against Wilders. This could be kind of scary, but we actually counter them with the Smokey into this Floor Bell. As you can see, Smokey just gets in there and cleans house. GG, 3 trophies, 3 apples. So we'll end up ranking up our Makola. Got that copy of Smokey. Nothing else there. We can refresh the shop. Got a faction pack. Useless Odie. Do rank up the Ulsa. Locking another faction pack. Let's get it on. Going into Art of Ruling, always scary. Very standard positioning with this map though. Tank out front. Makola up as far as she can get. Shakir up as far as he can get. Also playing the back line, and Smokey's in there. Easy trial round, 5v1. Really terrible reward. Useless items. We are just going to throw these on to some people. Judgment Staff goes on anyone with CC, also is a good choice. Furious Gauntlets. We know Shakir's going to be on the enemy side. Not great. Could be better. So again, standard placement. Now in this map, playing Maulers, you can spread out a bit. You want to put also on the opposite side of where the enemies are. Stacked Lightbearer team. This Vala is targeting our Ulsa, taking out our carry. Pretty rough one here. Smokey goes in, but he's not effective against this Hugin Rowan comp. Tamisha's going to keep jumping out of Smokey's ultimate. We do take the loss there. We do pick up this faction pack. Not the best value there. Got a couple useless heroes. But we're going to go through. We're going to sell them. Now we're going to hold on to this Sorin and see what the game feeds us, because we don't have Shakir ranked up yet. So now we have a choice between using Sorin or Shakir, and we want to see what the game gives us. Going against the Brutus artifact. Now take note of positions here. I've opted to move the Entendre and the Makola to the left side. Going into the Brutus artifact, you already know that things are going to be a melee fight, so you want to get your team positioned into Makola's arena as best as possible. So we have Entendre taking the front, Makola safely positioned behind the Entendre. Now Shakir to this left side, as he's going to have to move forward to get into the arena. If we had him here to the right side, he would be blocked and not move. Unfortunately, against a Brutus artifact, Smokey just does not have the damage. Major deficit there. So we do take the loss. Now, we see a Mask of Fury, another copy of Makola, Mask of Fury right onto the Smokey. We do pick up a copy of Sorin, and Deer's Blessing for Makola. Mythic Smokey next turn, but this is where you can make a good choice. We're gonna sell that Shakir, pick up the Mythic Smokey. Very strong turn coming up. Now at this point, you might contemplate locking this hunting armor. However, we still need many copies. We're at a major disadvantage having Sorin ranked down, so we know that we need copies of Sorin. Also needs a better item. Entendre is fairly safe without an item. There are a couple that are crucial for her. Specifically, the Cleric's Vestment can change a lot of games. So we're gonna roll through the shop looking for something. We do lock another faction pack. That's what we got. We do throw these Furious Gauntlets onto Entendre. She's ranked up. And here we go. Going into a Crystal Dew artifact can be a threat. Standard placements though. Now going into Graveborns. We are not worried about this Nara pulling our Ulsa. With Smokey and the Smokey artifact, he will be stunning this Nara. So we're gonna let it ride and have some fun. Smokey jumps in, stuns their whole team. This is a great map for our artifact. GG, 5 trophies. So we'll pick up the faction pack here. Again, hoping for copies of Sorin, and we do grab a copy. Very nice, so Sorin's ranked up. Gonna grab that copy of Ulsa. Now because we need 2 copies of Ulsa, it would normally be a good idea to just keep this locked in case we find a double copy, but hitting shop 4 with Maulers, we want to keep this shop open. Specifically as Maulers, I don't like keeping things locked, tying down the shop. We want to rank our heroes up as fast as possible, find those core items. So we're going to pick up this copy of Ulsa, sell the heroes that we don't need, and there we go. We ended up getting lucky, got the Mythic Ulsa. Now, Fallen Dagger is a great item for Ulsa, but she already has a very comparable item. It's not efficient to waste the 20 honor badge for barely an upgrade. You have to keep it in your mind when playing Maulers. Efficiency. Maulers are at a severe disadvantage this season, so you have to be as optimal as possible. Stretch those honor badge as much as you can. We do give the shop a turn, nothing. We do have a faction pack here, so we're gonna lock that. Now, as I was saying, staying optimal. We're down now to 29 honor badge. We do find another Fallen Dagger. At this point, it does offer enough value to pick it up, as we know that we're not going to be able to get enough copies to rank someone up this round, and we do want to go into the next fight as strong as possible. So this is what you have to think to yourself. Where are my honor badge gaining the most value this shop? Your options would be to continue to roll and just lock heroes, roll down 9 honor badge and pray for a better item choice, or take the safe choice and gain some kind of upgrade. Your best option here is to pick up the Fallen Dagger. So we'll throw that right on Ulsa, and Sorin will grab the new Judgment Staff. Efficiency, optimal. We do find another copy of Makola, and here we go into the next fight. Pom Pom. Super scary fight here. We only have 1 apple left. It's gonna come down to core positioning. So we're gonna play both sides. We know that we want Entendre up front. We know we want Makola up front. Now we want to keep also on the opposite side of the enemies in a safe position. So we're going to block her in there with the Sorin. Smokey goes in there, does what Smokey does. Easy cleanup. GG for that 6 trophy. Grab that faction pack. Bunch of Entendres. Grab that copy of Makola. Let's give this shop a refresh. Another copy of Makola. I will lock this one. We have 39 honor badge. Nothing on that shop. Nothing there. Now this is some value. Colorful Exoplanet is great. Great synergy for this team comp. Again, efficiency and optimal. Those are the 2 keywords you need to think about every time you refresh the shop. What item is going to benefit my team comp as a whole? Higher ultimate damage combined with energy regen, pure efficiency. We're going to lock that and give the shop a roll. Nothing there. Cleric's Vestment, Entendre's core item. This item is huge for her. It's huge for the team. You're gonna pull away the aggro from the Smokey, from the Sorin, from the Makola. That was a huge boost this turn. 7 honor badge, roll down the shop. Next turn, we got Mythic Entendre. Another copy of Sorin there. Can roll one more time on the shop, but unfortunately we got nothing there. Here we go into the trial round, standard placements. Now keep an eye on the Entendre. And on this one, Smokey just dives in, straight nukes their whole comp. Easy cleanup there. 3 random epic items. At this point, we're gonna give Sorin the Decaying Ring, benefit the whole team. The other 2 items just don't fit. All right, into the book artifact, standard placements. Again, we have a major advantage on this map with this artifact. Smokey lands on everyone and just chunks them. Burns them down while the rest of the team keeps them controlled. Easy round. 7 trophies, let's go. 2 apples. Grab our Mythic Makola there. Copy of Sorin. Grabbing that exoplanet. Mythic Soren next turn. Now at this point, we're just looking for items. Grandmaster Crown on everyone would round out this team nice. Keep the Mask of Fury on Smokey and just pump him up with Grandmaster Crowns from everyone else. GG. Now going into an obvious Wilder comp, we're going to opt for putting Entendre and Makola on the left side, so Entendre can get in there with that Cleric's Vestment, and Smokey does his job. Another easy round, 8 trophies, grabbing that Mythic Soren. Now, no one can really benefit from the Crimson Abyss here, so we're going to refresh the shop. Grandmaster Crown, swapping that in there for Soren. Last match, here we go. Another Wilder comp, standard positioning, with Entendre and Makola on the side. Soren protecting the Ulsa from any incoming traffic coming this way. So take note, they have a fairly strong team comp. The problem for them is we're playing the Smokey artifact and they are grouped. So Smokey's gonna dive right in, stun the whole team, and they just melt. 9 trophies. Maulers Lethal Elixir, great artifact. One of the key ways you can get to 9 wins with Maulers. This is how it's done, you guys. I hope you guys learned a bunch. Throw the video a like, subscribe if you guys aren't already, so you can stay tuned for all the future guides. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you on the next one.